Kind of a slow start for Tampa Bay out of the gate for Joe Madden, but not concerned. They've played very good baseball lately, and it started with that homestand against the Red Sox, in which they took 3 out of 4. They just swept the New York Yankees in a brief 2-game series at Yankee Stadium. And here we go. There's Brad Penny ready to work. And the first pitch of this one's in there for strike 1, and we're underway.
You know, Penny's got to go after these first 2 guys. You think about it, the first 2 guys, you keep them off the bases, it really stops a lot of their offense. Both these guys can fly.
They had 8 stolen bases in that game last Sunday, and of course Crawford was 6 thefts. Upton carves it foul, and he's down 0-2. You're doing yourself a favor if you can just keep him off the base paths.
What's incredible with Upton last year is in the playoffs when he did. I mean, my God, he had 9 home runs last year, and then he hits 8 in postseason. And I mean, he launched him.
And he was injured the end of the year with the shoulder problem. He's going to need surgery, but somehow put it together and put together a great postseason.
It was scary.
It was unbelievable. As Penny misses away.
This guy, you know, a good leadoff guy. If you think about it, he does walk a lot. Not this year necessarily, but he gets his walks. Good on base guy. Can't punch out a lot though, but that's because he's got some pop.
Outside, it evens up at 2-2. Well, Brad Penny pitching at home here tonight, as Penny making his last start on the road. In fact, his last 2 starts at Cleveland, at Tampa Bay, a no decision and a loss. Here at Fenway Park, he is 1-0 in 2 starts. He had a very tough start against the Orioles at home, in which he lasted just 3 innings, giving up 8 runs. Chop towards third, low on the high hop. Gets it across in time for out number 1. So 1 down, and it brings up Carl Crawford. Crawford with a .306 start to his season with a home run, 13 runs batted in. His first home run of the year last night in New York. 9th inning home run off Mariano Rivera. We mentioned off the top, first time that Mariano Rivera has given up back-to-back home runs.
If you saw the replay, he bailed and wailed and got a slide. Like everybody knows, he's going to get a cutter inside, but it didn't cut as hard as it normally did. And the next guy up, Longoria, got a ugly little cutter too. But back-to-back dingers, you never see that.
Got to wonder if he is all right, Mariano Rivera, right now.
Well, anytime anybody hits him hard like that, you got to wonder. They said last night he hadn't warmed up. It was like, I guess the top of the inning was quick, and they tried. I mean, everybody even said, I talked to some guys from Tampa saying, yeah, they didn't think he was loose.
Ball continuing to fly out of the new Yankee Stadium. We really didn't see it. I mean, the wind was blowing in when we were there, but it's still going out at a rapid pace there. A lot of home runs.
Oh, my goodness. And it's, you know, like I said, it's not summer. Hello.
Kick it into June and July. It's going to be interesting to watch. 2-1 sliced foul, and it's 2-2 now to Carl Crawford.
But, you know, looking back when I closed games, I never gave back-to-backs. I gave a ton of back-to-backs when I was starting. I mean, one year I gave 5 back-to-backs as a starting pitcher. 5 times, and about 4 of the 5 were consecutive pitches. It's like when somebody takes me deep, I try to throw the next one harder, and then they take you deep again. But as a reliever, I mean, it doesn't happen very often, back to back. It better not in the 9th inning.
Well, Alex Rodriguez returning to the Yankees lineup. That'll give him some help, and apparently he's already done so. 2-2 sliced foul. A 3-run home run for Alex Rodriguez off Jeremy Guthrie. The first pitch he sees as he returns tonight. They're playing at Baltimore at Camden Yards. And it had been figured he'd be back around May 15th. Well, things went so well back a week early after the hip surgery during the offseason. And they're hopeful that he can play back-to-back days. The Yankees needing him right now. Late swing, and it's foul back into the seats.
Penny, the starts that I've seen him start, he starts off the games throwing like high 80s, low 90s, and it seems like he, you know, as he gets going, the velocity gets going with him. You know, I've seen him, he gets up to 92, 93, and that's a good sign. But
to left field, and Crawford's going to be on as he gets a base hit here opposite field. Lengthy at bat, fouled off a bunch of pitches, and has a 1-out single.
Well, these guys look fastball. You saw him funny swing on a breaking ball last time, and then he throws a fastball down and in. Good piece of hitting right there. You think he's going to try to pull that ball and sort of carves it into left center field, but everybody's looking fastball off Penny. He's a fastball pitcher. That's why he needs that hump. And to me, when I saw him in the National League, he threw hard. He threw consistently 95 miles an hour and could paint.
Well, he's got to deal with Evan Longoria. How about the start for him? Crawford taking off right away, and here we go again. It kicks off him and it doesn't get very far away, but yet another stolen base.
Well, I guess they thought they were going to trick him and just not even throw over, but he said he's gone. I mean, why not? He got 6 last time. Why even take any time? That's crazy.
You see all these stolen bases, and you can't blame Jason Varitek himself. I mean, this is as much the pitcher as it is, I guess, the catcher in these instances.
Yeah, I mean, Jason can't really do much about that. They could pitch out, but you might as well go to second. Why? Think about it. He's on first base. He's bothering me to no end, even though there's 1 out. You'd like to have 2 outs, but he's bothering me to death. Now I know I'm not going to have to slide step and hurry up home, because next thing you know, you worry about that. It's a 2-run bomb out of here.
Penny wanted it, doesn't get it. And he falls behind 3-0.
The reason why this kid is a good hitter is because he's a good breaking ball hitter. Everybody can hit the fastball, but this kid can hit the breaking ball. Now, I don't know if he looks for it or not, but I've seen so many swings that are like right on breaking balls.
There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Saw Brad Penny asking the home plate umpire, Bill Wilkie, if he was up pitch before last. Longoria riding an 11-game hitting streak, and the numbers amazing.
This kid's so relaxed. Everything he does is like he's been hanging out for 10 years. See him call timeout right there several times before he got it.
And Longoria stepping out, and Varitek now heading out to talk to Brad Penny. He was upset about a couple of the pitches in this last sequence.
Look, he gave him that 3-0 pitch. Looked like it was high.
Yeah.
So he made up for it. These signs always are, to me, are I like the simple, the signs. That's probably why they have to come out all the time and talk about it, because you got to tell me what you're doing back there again every time. Like first sign, last sign, make it simple, but everybody would steal them.
There's ball 4, and he walks Longoria. First base on balls given up by Penny. 2 on, 1 out. So 1 away, 2 on, and here's Carlos Pena. 13 home runs already for Pena to start the season. He's the American League leader, the Major League leader with 13 homers, 30 runs batted in, and a .266 average. RBIs are second in the league to his teammate Evan Longoria, who's got 38 RBIs.
He's hit his share of home runs against the Red Sox too.
Takes ball 1.
To think the Red Sox had Pena, huh? A couple of years ago.
Finished the season with him.
Remember he hit that walk-off home run off somebody. I forget that word, but I remember that. And to think what he's done since that time, 2 years, 46 jacks, 31 jacks. I mean, he was a steal if you think about it. When we had him, we
couldn't find a home. Right. He went from team to team.
And he's from Boston. It would have been a beautiful thing.
Yep. Haverhill, Massachusetts. He's in Detroit, Oakland, several different teams up and down, and didn't even make the Rays the year he hit the 46 home runs. It was only because Greg Norton went down with an injury, and they called him up 5 days into the season. He was a non-roster invitee in spring training, and then went on to hit 46 home runs for him.
This guy has got a pretty swing. I mean, uppercut, pretty swing, compact,
and strong,
and could hit left-handers too. You hang something, he'd kill it.
There's strike 1, and it's 2-1.
Strikes out a lot, but then again, he'll walk 100 times. So on base percentage up. But he'll go through some spells. Like the start of this year, he punched out the first 5 times up, if you recall, when he opening day.
Yeah.
But at any given time, he might leave.
He sit safely in 7 of his last 8 games, and out after the 2-1, fouling it back.
It's funny looking A on the Rays, isn't it? Reminds me of the Washington Nationals, like they messed up a little bit there. You see that?
The A's were spread out.
Yeah, it's like,
I see what you're saying.
Funky looking. Not that.
How does that happen, though?
I'm checking out unis all the time. Believe me.
Yeah.
You know, I think unis mean a lot to me. It says a lot about. I couldn't be like Brad Penny looking like that out there. You know, with the socks all up like that.
It was not the look for you.
That's not me.
No.
Nope. Yes.
Strike 3 call. Bill Welke rings up Carlos Pena for the 2nd out of the inning.
Big pitch right here by Penny. They sneak in there, paints the fastball inside right there. 95. That's what I'm talking about. He got 95 in the 1st inning. That says a lot.
So 2 down. Pat Burrell now. Runners at 1st and 2nd. So to be clear, if a team had a bad uniform and you were a free agent, you weren't going there.
I could
Is that
make
what you're saying?
I don't know. You got to work with the clubhouse guy to tailor it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to look like a tuna, you know. And if you pull your socks up, I don't care if you're skinny or not, you look like a tuna.
Breaking ball snapped off for a strike.
You just do. I mean, he's a big man anyway. I mean, he's a big man, but that makes him look a little. Doesn't look. I don't know. Like he's got a great big upper body. If his socks were pulled down, it doesn't look like your upper body's that big, right?
Well, maybe you could talk to him about it.
I don't know. I don't think he wants to hear me.
So a chop foul. Well, Pat Burrell signing with the Rays during the offseason, spending his entire career with the Philadelphia Phillies. Now a member of the Rays.
He's off to a slow start. They're expecting, you know, him to hit 25, 30 bombs to them.
He's got 1. Now 252 in his career. His only home run came in the home opener. Tropicana Field off Yankees reliever Edouard Ramirez. And here's a strike, and it's 1-2.
You don't want to throw a curveball like that. He's lucky he gets away with a pitch like that. He gets a strike right here, but you know that's just a sloppy. You know, it's almost too bad of a breaking ball. And gets the strike call, but he's not trying to do that. That's for sure.
Burrell to left field in for a base hit. Carl Crawford coming around. Bay's throw is going to go to 3rd, and the Rays are going to lead it 1-0. A 2-out RBI for Pat Burrell, and the Rays strike first.
You know, Penny comes back here and throws another curveball better than the pitch before, but he had just seen a curveball. Pretty good piece of hit, and hits it over the shortstop's head. You see this ball kind of bite a little bit. I thought he had a shot at the plate, but the ball sort of bit out there, and they didn't lose his balance, as you'll see right here. I think he's got a shot at Crawford, even though he's fast, but see where he lost his balance right there and just had to throw the ball in. But decent piece of hitting on a breaking ball.
Now Gabe Gross, first pitch swinging. 94 on the fastball from Penny. Gross platooning in right field for the Rays, along with Gabe Kapler out there. Ben Zobrist also in the mix. Gross with a home run, 5 runs batted in. And over the last 8 games, he's hit at .391, bringing that average up.
The guy that they want to have to play right field is the kid they got from Detroit, Joyce, for the starter Jackson, who hasn't really worked out this year. Joyce, in fact, they sent him down to the minor leagues, but he's swinging the bat good, I heard right now, so he may be coming up pretty soon. But
he was in the opening day lineup
to
here.
me, you give up a starter, you know, for an outfielder, he better pan out.
That gives you an idea of how much depth the Rays had in their starting rotation. They got David Price sitting in AAA.
So that's why they could afford to give up their 5th starter, which was Jackson. Real good arm.
They left him off a lot of the playoff roster last year, too, and went with Andy Sonnenstein instead of Edwin Jackson. And Matt Garza, who was spectacular last year in the postseason, American League Championship Series MVP.
Pitched the game of his life against the Red Sox.
It's ball 3 as Penny falls behind 3-1.
It's funny they keep a kid like Sonnenstein instead of Jackson. Jackson being the hard thrower and this kid being the breaking ball type pitcher.
It's been a tough beginning. Look at the career totals for Sonnenstein, but this year he's 1-3 with a 5.79 earned run average. He will not pitch in this series against the Red Sox. Gabe Gross hits one to deep right field. Drew going back, and Ellsbury in front of Drew will make the catch on the track. It ends the inning. The Rays with a run. Red Sox coming up. The Red Sox all night to be paying tribute to Dominic DiMaggio, passed away last night, early this morning. Our thoughts and prayers with his family, great Red Sox legend, as the Rays lead it here 1-0 to the bottom of the first inning. And on the mound for Tampa Bay tonight is James Shields. Numbers for Shields so far 3-2 with 3.51 earned run average. The Rays opening day starter. It's his third start against the Red Sox, second consecutive. And here are the numbers. Last start against Boston, a victory, where he pitches so much better against the Red Sox Tropicana Field, and really in general at home, than he does on the road. This year 2-0 at home, 1-2 away from Tropicana Field. And it's strike one to Jacoby Ellsbury.
Well, we said in the open he had trouble in the first inning. I guess early in the season like that, it could have been a couple of starts. Not like every first inning he goes out there and gives it up, but 3 home runs in the first inning he's given up. You can see his uniform.
Yeah, you're liking that, aren't you?
Pants all the way down, almost too far down. So we're done with uniforms now.
That's it?
That's it.
I want some more. I'm
maybe later on.
Stuff.
I just, I'm on this kick about uniforms, and his is so opposite of Penny's, if you think about it.
Now, did you
look at that? You're going to step on it. You're going to trip.
Did you go with the white cleats when you were in Oakland?
Oh, yeah. Makes your feet look big.
The shortstop, Bartlett to his left, gathers and throws out Jacoby Ellsbury. It's time now for the Red Sox lineup. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury in center field. Dustin Pedroia at second base. David Ortiz, the DH. Jason Bay in left field. Mike Lowell, third base. J.D. Drew in right field. Jeff Bailey at first base. Jason Varitek doing the catching. And Julio Lugo, shortstop, bats ninth. So one down. Dustin Pedroia coming up.
There you see his fastball, 91 right there, establishing that thing, because one of his best pitches is his changeup. And I feel like I say every night somebody's got a changeup. It's like this is the name of the game. You got to have a good changeup if you're a starting pitcher. And you'll say it every night. What's this kid got? Well, you got to have a changeup. This guy's got a good one.
And Pedroia 0-2. Off the glove of Shields towards Iwamura. Off balance. The throw is going to pull Pena off the bag. Pedroia reaches. Shields may have done a disservice by getting the glove on that. Seemed to slow it down a little bit.
First of all, he probably should have caught it himself, but easier said than done. He nicks it, slows it down, makes it that much tougher of a play for Iwamura. He makes a nice play here, but he can't get anything on it. You see him nick it right here. His momentum's carrying him all the way to shortstop. It's hard to get something on it. Meanwhile, Pedroia could run a little bit. See, that drives me nuts too. That's an out. I've got to catch that ball.
So instead, Pedroia at first base with one down. And here's David Ortiz. Key matchup is brought to you by Acura. David Ortiz with very good numbers against James Shields. 2 home runs along the way.
This might be the night for the first bomb.
In the dirt gathered by Hernandez.
There's that changeup. It's kind of hard to feature a changeup in the first inning, you know, because you have to have something to go off of. And you see it right there. He wants to go to that because that's how he gets a lot of outs, especially with left-handed hitters.
Do you think that's where some of his first inning problems originate from? The fact that it's.
Yeah, because, you know, you have to have something to go off. You got to give me 90 so that 80 tricks me. You can't just show me 80. You know.
Fly ball, shallow left center. DJ Upton puts it away for the second out of the inning. Let's take a look at this Tampa Rays defense. Carl Crawford in left field, BJ Upton in center, Gabe Gross in right. Third to first, Evan Longoria, Jason Bartlett, Akinori Iwamura, and Carlos Pena. Hernandez doing the catching, James Shields on the mound. And I hesitate to say this, but the Rays are 10th in the American League in defense.
And they look pretty good to me. Let's go there. Golden Glove at first, Pena, right?
Yes.
Iwamura,
Yep.
nice little job of second. Yep. And Bartlett is a real good shortstop.
There's nobody out there that isn't any good.
Like Longoria, come on, he's a good third baseman. He hasn't been around long enough to get the Golden Glove. And they get fly out in the outfield. How can you be 10? Look at that.
They'll get better.
Cleveland is better than they
Cleveland
are.
will get worse.
Yes, thank you.
There you go. Jason Day with 2 outs. And Pedroia at first base. Swing and a miss. Shields trying to get through this first inning. If he generally does, then he can be lights out the rest of the night.
Got a good breaking ball right there, too. Bay is going to see a ton of breaking balls.
This one snaps off inside, and it's 2-1. 11th career start for Shields against the Red Sox. The numbers against him. 0-4 here with a 9.56 ERA and 4 starts. Bay goes the other way to right. Gabe Gross has it lined up. Puts it away to end things here in the first. 1-0 Tampa Bay after 1. Nesson during the 2009 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess committed to helping the cause. Akinori Iwamura leads it off here in the second inning. Bottom third of the Rays order. Uxbridge with well wishes to the Rum Dog tonight. As we all do, is working off a breaking ball. There is Brad Penny to Akinori Iwamura. Jason Bartlett, then Michelle Hernandez. Up high for ball one.
Look at a shot of Penny looking to third base. You ever notice that when he kicks his leg up? It's like normally you'd think you'd have to keep your eye on the target, right? I mean, don't they say keep your eye on that target? And he takes his eye off of it almost completely. And then it's not a big deal. He's probably been doing it forever, but it's kind of strange to watch. Like you can almost say hello.
This one down the third baseline. Lugo and Lowe as well as Bay, but they all run out of room. Well, your former teammate, Louis Tiant, would turn his head completely around.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, and then throw some funk, and then trick you with a piece of cheese all over the joint. Sidearm, underneath, over the top. Yeah, there's not too many people like that, but you don't really see that. I mean, Louis is one thing, but a guy like him. See?
So it skips in, and it's 2-2. Now Iwamura sits safely in his last 17 games against the Red Sox. .358 in his last 17 games against Boston, and career average here at Fenway Park at .341.
He's won bridge here a couple times, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yes.
He hasn't hit a home run this year yet, so he better don't start now.
Towards short, Lugo. That's the friendly hop. For the first out here in the second inning. Well, again, our thoughts and prayers going out to the DiMaggio family. We learned today that Red Sox Hall of Famer Dominic DiMaggio passing early this morning at his home in Marion, Massachusetts, due to complications from a recent bout with pneumonia. He's 92 years of age, and Eka had the chance to meet him several times. He is a very good friend of the owner of the Pawtucket Red Sox, Ben Mondor, and was at McCoy Stadium a bunch over the last bunch of years. And just a tremendous class act.
Well, I hear gentlemen.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Not a nicer man.
What an honor to have number 7 to us to look at it. I mean, really, that is just a special thing to have it on the middle of the field, honoring the man. It says so much. Played center field. I mean, isn't it just apropos, sort of?
And worthy of Hall of Fame consideration, no doubt about it, and got very close.
Did he?
Down the line, diving at third is Lowell. Can't get it. It's down in the corner as Jason Bartlett heads for second base. And you look back over his numbers and you wonder if he had not sacrificed 3 complete seasons in the prime of his major league career to serve in the U.S. Navy during World War II.
That's it.
That's the difference.
Yeah, because he had 13 years. Yeah. 3 more probably would have been huge for him.
Right in the middle of his career.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's I think there was a lot of guys like that back then. Even Ted went away.
Right.
In the middle of his prime of his career. Meanwhile, he had 521 dingers. So.
And one out Bartlett in scoring position for Michelle Hernandez. Down the right field line. Bailey giving chase far as he can go, but runs out of room.
There are so many outs in this ballpark that that just fall in. You saw one earlier. Bay was sliding down here, right?
Down the left field line.
And that was Bartlett was up, right? So he should be out.
Instead, he's at second.
Meanwhile, he's at second. And as a pitcher, I see that all the time. It's always on my mind saying that's an out. Oh my goodness.
In Oakland.
Yeah, and I'd love. What do you think I wanted to pitch in Oakland forever? I wish I pitched there my whole career.
So fouled off to the right, and it's 0-2.
This Hernandez kid, he came out of nowhere, huh?
Well, he was in the minor leagues for a long time and came up this season.
Making it the best of it, I take it here. 350.
And Deanna Navarro has not had a very good beginning to the season at all.
And he had a real good year for them. He was a big part of that year, last year, being the catcher of a championship team.
He's an all-star for the first time.
Absolutely. He had a great year for them.
Pickoff play at second, relatively close, but Bartlett able to get back to the bag. And Michelle Hernandez is a 30-year-old rookie.
Wow.
They called him up when Sean Riggins was placed on the DL. He's 4 for 8, as you saw in the series against the Red Sox, and hit his first major league home run. Hit it off Josh Beckett.
Whoa.
There goes Bartlett for third. Hernandez lines out to short. Sox will turn it into 2. Through an inning and a half. It's 1-0 Rays. Eligible for this exclusive ticket sale. Visit RedSoxNation.com to join. This is a limited time offer, so join today. On to the bottom of the second inning. Back at Fenway Park, Mike Bull, J.D. Drew, and Jeff Bailey. Red Sox got a runner on in the first inning, and Dustin Pedroia, but couldn't advance him. And get a second shot here at Shields in the second. Well, pops it up right side. Akinori Iwamura to short right for the first out here of the second inning.
Nice one pitch out. That's a beautiful thing for a pitcher.
There's J.D. Drew. Checks in, batting out of the 6th spot. Drew was 1 for 7 in the brief 2-game series against the Cleveland Indians. A quiet season against the Tribe. Breaking ball missing, and it's a ball and a strike.
Talk about quiet season. He's quiet, period. Don't you think? When you think of J.D. Drew, you think of he just gets lost in all this somehow until all of a sudden, boom, he hits it and go, oh, there he is. Boy, if he could do what he did last year in June. Oh, my God, what a June. I've never seen him so hot. Or I haven't seen anybody quite so hot.
MVP of the All-Star game.
But that June, remember, he just lit it up for 2 weeks.
On fire.
I mean, and right on time because Big Papi went down. I mean, instantly. That was a huge part of last season when you look back. Because they could have lost it right there for 2 or 3 weeks.
Strikes out. There's the first strikeout for Shields, and there's 2 down in the second. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Don, you were talking about how James Shields has been a slow starter, typically struggling in the first inning before settling down. Now, that wasn't the case tonight, but I asked his pitching coach, Jim Hickey, why that's been the case in the past.
Well, that's about the third or fourth time I've been asked that question today. I think if we really had a definitive answer, he wouldn't have those problems. But it's you look what happened here yesterday. They scored 12 runs in an inning before they even recorded an out. It's just a very, very talented team, and it can happen to anybody. So I don't think there's any real big pattern there. It's unfortunate that it's happened to him three times, but I would be surprised if the trend continued.
Now, Hickey told me Shields has changed his routine, particularly on the road where he's struggled. He's arriving at the ballpark earlier and making his routine on the road exactly the same as it is at home, and Hickey said it's helping. Don?
Lord Heidi, thank you very much. Did you ever go through that when you were a starter, that you had trouble early? Is there anything you can change or do differently to try to fix whatever first inning problems you can have?
I don't know. I just maybe warm up differently. That's all.
Longer.
Yeah, and that I don't want to do that either.
No. Wear yourself out before you get out.
I'm ready for the first ball and don't make it to the fifth. Come on.
Bailey drives this out towards center field. B.J. Upton still going, and he can't get it. Up over his head as heading for third is Bailey. It didn't look like he was going all that hard after that ball out there in center field. Like, he wasn't sure he could get to it. Then he gets right by it and can't catch it.
I think he thought he had a beat on this ball, and he cruised and cruised and cruised and cruised, and then the ball's over his head. He kind of glides. He plays shallow to begin with, and he just never took off. He never hauled after this ball at all. It looks like he's got it. He's got it. And this ball beat him. That ball's got to be caught. And I think he would admit that ball probably should be caught. But it just fooled him a little bit. I don't know how the wind is playing. It doesn't seem like there's any wind. Flag is dead.
He looked at Shields and took the blame there. Not to say this is an easy center field, but remember when Carl Everett played here in the late 90s,
right.
Early 2000, he said that he felt this is the toughest center field that he's ever played. He's a guy that played it every day, and he said the toughest thing for him was where to stand because of the triangle. It was different from everywhere else where you would normally stand. Yeah. And here's a guy who normally plays shallow, but you get a lot more room to deal with out there. Where it
absolutely.
Up 420.
To me, there's so much grass in right center field. It's just because it's just. I don't know. I just take a look because of that 420 sign. I don't know how to say this. As a pitcher, though, it's like everything seems to fall in there. But as far as that's concerned, that ball was hit good. It ended up going over 400 feet, if you think about it, short out in the wall. It's an uneven outfield. But he always plays shallow.
Jason Varitek looking back, called a strike. It's 2-1. Hurricanes have struck first. Already lead the series 2-1. 2-1 to Jason Varitek. On the ground to first base, Pena will gobble it up, taking himself, and Shields out of the inning unscathed. It's 1-0 Tampa Bay. Bay in the last 7 games has hit .292 with 3 homers and 10 RBI. He's especially hot in his last 4 games, .375 average. Congratulations to Jason Bay, the Boston BMW Dealers Player of the Week. Jason Bay and the Red Sox down 1-0 as the Rays come to bat here in the 3rd inning. It's B.J. Upton, Carl Crawford, and Evan Longoria to bat here in the 3rd inning. The top of the order face Brad Penny.
You know, BJ up there having cruised after that fly ball last inning. You know, he had some problems last year to begin with Madden. Didn't he bench him at one point last year?
Yes.
For not running out of ground ball. So he kind of styles a little bit when he plays the outfield.
And it may cost him.
Yes.
He's retired this time for the first out of the 3rd inning. As you might imagine, we're getting all kinds of cards in here for Jerry Remy, and some children from the Coburn Elementary School are kind enough to send Jerry some nice cards from West Springfield, Massachusetts. Manny Del Carmen and Javier Lopez are visiting there yesterday, and they wanted to send their well wishes to Jerry and made all kinds of cards for him.
That's sweet.
Fly ball lifted down the left field line. Jason Bay over towards the seats. Can't get there. It's a fair ball. Bay looked down to check and see for the umpire. It ends up in the corner, and Crawford will head to third base and get there. So Bay went over diving first, but there's so little foul ground down there, it lands in fair ground.
It's a little innocent fly ball to left field. I mean, I thought he was going to catch this ball. There's no room down there. How could this ball be fair? Look at this. This is a tough play for left fielders because you got to pull up. Watch this. Chalk. You got to be kidding me. And the wrong guy hits this ball because there's one out and this guy can absolutely fly. But this is a tough play for Bay because he's got to make the play just like this because you can't just keep going. The ball barely hits Chalk.
Wow.
Stays in here. I'd rather have it go in the stands, but meanwhile, nice effort. Can't do anything about that. And Crawford's at third with a triple, as if he needs to hit something like that for a triple.
Penny's thinking it's foul.
Yeah.
Now to right for Longoria. J.D. Drew makes the catch as Carl Crawford will tag. Throw from Drew is up the line. And no chance to get Crawford. The Rays take a 2-0 lead.
That hurts right there.
39th RBI of the season for the league leader, Evan Longoria.
It's an RBI machine this year, Longoria, but that's like for him, just trying to get a ball in the air, score the run. A little cheap triple that starts this thing off.
Terry didn't come out, but clearly Brad Penny thought it was foul. And third base umpire Angel Hernandez, the umpire made the calls, was looking right down that line, but the replays we saw looked foul.
It kind of did. Have to see it again.
Pena to foul it off. Angel Hernandez looking right down the line, back at third.
I'm going to argue with him. He gets upset.
Yes.
Yeah. Some umpires you just can't say anything to, and he's one of them.
Short fuse.
Very short fuse. That's a nice way to put it, right? I was trying to think of a nicer way.
I'm going to make you politically correct yet.
You got it, because I was thinking, wait a minute, I better be careful here. He's got a short fuse.
League leaders brought to you by Olympia Sports. Runs batted in. Longoria adding to his total. Started the night with 38 and 2 home runs last night. Carlos Pena is second with 30. Jason Bay with 29. Pena batting here with the bases empty. Shift on. Only Lowell on the left side of the Red Sox infield. Everybody else lined up on the right side. Pedroia in short right. Brad Penny at 50 pitches for 2 2/3 as Pena evens the count now 2-2, swinging and missing.
Pena hit that 2-run home run in the 14th inning. If you remember last year, it was a big game for them. Huge game for them. I think he hit off of Timlin.
The opposite field shot.
Not a bad pitch.
No.
And he just sort of lifted it right into the first row out there. So they play him the pull, but he could flip it the other way sometimes too.
Ball 3, full count. Now, do you remember that game because you were sitting in the studio for like 9 hours waiting to do the post game?
But it really was a big game.
Yes.
It was a bigger game for Tampa than it was for the Red Sox. It showed me something, for Tampa to play that series. I remember they lost the first game of that series and won the last 2 just to hold on to first place.
The shift is on and he lines into it. Pedroia in short right picks it off the grass. Ends the top of the 3rd, 2-0. Got just the place for you. Cumberland Farms, the official convenience store of the Boston Red Sox. We all miss the Rem Dog as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Oops.
Julio Lugo, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Dustin Pedroia coming up. Pedroia with a single in the 1st. Jeff Bailey with a triple in the 2nd. Red Sox have 2 hits through the first 2. They've left both men on. Lugo had a very nice night last night. In the lineup last night as the DH. And a very good series against the Indians. 4 for 6 in the series.
I was impressed with that pinch hit he got 2 nights ago. Came off the bench, 0-2 pitch. Would break the ball down and away. Shot the ball to right field, so maybe he's on his way.
Kind of hitting the way he was in spring training when he went down with the injury and subsequent surgery, as it turned out after that. I mean, he came into camp, and people ask me what was the biggest surprise of the first 2 weeks of camp. I'd say Julio Lugo. Right. He was on fire. He was a little bit of pop and sitting well into the 500s as the spring started.
You think about
spring training is a tough gauge.
Yeah. But think about it. He's had to sit on all last year. I don't know how long he was out, for the longest time, and then watch all the playoffs, and then start this year off in spring feeling pretty good about himself, and then boom, he goes down again. It's been tough for him. It really has. But if he can get it together, he'll start playing every day.
No, we've never really seen the numbers that he was able to put up as a member of the Tampa Bay Rays.
He's the first guy I used to think about when he played for Tampa. I said, this little guy, he's got some pop. He batted 3rd, didn't he? And so when he was A lot of clubs wanted him. In fact, the Dodgers got him that 1 year. He didn't play very well for them last 2 months. And then
he strikes out here. Shields picks up his second strikeout. Nesson's Comedy All-Stars, presented by Ace Tickets, returns tonight with an all-new lineup. New host Tommy Davidson is joined by Jeff Dye, Alex Thomas, and Nick DiPietro. On the show, where sports and comedy collide tonight after Sports Desk. Visit Nesson.com now to check out clips from the show. We'll get a sample of what's coming up on tonight's show here in just a moment for you as Jacoby Ellsbury bats with 1 out. And we get a little of Tommy Davidson.
I thought you were going to tell a joke.
No, I'm not that funny. As you know.
I think you're hysterical.
Here's the sample.
There's that changeup.
I'm telling you who should be the gold medal winners is the white trash I see on cops. These guys run before the police can't even say anything. Police be like, sir. They run into people's yard. He's over the fence.
A little bit of what you see tonight.
See you jumping over a fence.
The goal is to stay off of cops.
Oh,
down the line. Pena couldn't get it. Ellsbury will throw the brakes on. Third hit of the night for the Red Sox, right down the line. And Pena, the diving bit at first, couldn't get it.
Pena almost caught this ball, but he gets a fastball that he turns on inside half of the plate, up, smokes this ball down the right field line. Pena, if anybody could get it, he could. Hits the chalk, comes off the boards over there. You're thinking 2 with Ellsbury, but right fielder charged that, got it in quickly to hold him 1.
Pena wasn't all that far off the line. It just hit so hard.
Smoked that ball. I think it was a fastball in. The way he hit it seemed it could have been a changeup.
1 out, 1 on. Red Sox have had a base runner in every inning as Dustin Pedroia singled in the infield his first time up. Strike, and it evens at 1-1. Two for 8 in the series against the Indians.
Got 3 RBIs last night. Like everybody got an RBI in that 6th inning.
Runs it foul, and it's 1-2. Yeah, the Indians were glad to get out of town after last night's game, as the Red Sox opened things up in a very big way. A 12-run inning. They were trailing at the time 2-1. Red Sox are in the midst right now of a stretch with 17 straight days without a day off. Tonight is game number 15 of that stretch. They'll have Monday off, and it'll be a late night travel after Sunday night baseball. To right field, and Gross will make the catch. He goes into the slide to make the grab. It was hooking, and able to make the grab and keep it from the grass. 2 down.
Nice play by Gross right there. That's a big play. You see a good breaking ball here to Pedroia. He can, I tell you what, he can do damage with just the toughest of breaking balls. But that is a nice play. Good jump that he got on it. Almost looked like he was too far to the right on that ball, but slid, made a nice play.
And a nice play earlier to charge the ball and keep Ellsbury at first base, too.
Absolutely.
There's David Ortiz with 2 down.
Shields beat David on a high fastball last time up. You see him start him off with a fastball right there. I wondered what Ortiz is thinking. Like, what is he going to try to do? You know, how's he going to try? He's thinking about that changeup. There's no doubt about it. Think about the changeup too much. That fastball will beat you inside. Breaking ball. Kind of a sloppy breaking ball you see right here. He started him off with a fastball, and I think it's a knuckle curve. Saw his finger kind of He delivered that ball. Not really a good breaking ball that he could hit. Now what's he going to do? Backdoor breaking ball, fastball in, fastball away. Curveball, change up. Give me everything. My God.
What else do you want?
I mean,
got them all.
Did he shake or? He's like, no. I like to shake.
He's got to throw one of them.
He loves that changeup.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Right
0-2 in the dirt. Thank you.
It's ball one.
Now what do you do? Slip a piece of cheese right in his waist?
I go cheese waist.
Cheese waist. Don't let it run back over the plate.
They're with me.
Back to the changeup. Breaking ball back door. Hopes he gives up on it.
He does, and he's gone. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Shields. It's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay on top 2-0. Pat Burrell leading it off for the Rays.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at amicacoverage.com. And you see that 0-2 backdoor breaking ball. It says it's outside, and that's what Big Papi thinks it is. Meanwhile, looking punch out.
That goes Bailey by the tarp and the stands and leans in but can't get it.
That's another out. Hope it doesn't cost you. It's irritating. He's got a beat on this ball right here. Nobody's around. He may catch that thing. Is that the discretion of the umpire if he thinks he could have caught it?
Once you lean into the stands,
it's anybody's game.
Anybody's game.
Huh.
Yeah. Now if somebody leans over, that's different.
Right.
Burrell is single to drive in a run his first time up. It's already 56 pitches for Penny, dealing with his first batter here in the 4th inning.
Doesn't feel like 56, does it? That's a lot of pitches. Here we are.
They threw 31 in the first.
That's right. That's why I forget. But they only got 1 run. You think they would have, couldn't have thrown so many pitches.
Center field, Ellsbury over now to left center for the first out of the inning. Tonight, after our Red Sox coverage, stay with Nesson for Sports Desk, presented by FW Web. Find FW Web's 27 Bass Centers at frankweb.com. You get comprehensive coverage of both Game 4 of the Bruins Hurricane Series in Carolina and Game 3 of the Celtics Magic Series from the Garden. Plus more reaction from around baseball on the suspension of Dodgers outfielder Manny Ramirez. It's all tonight after our Red Sox coverage on Sports Desk. 2 minutes left to go in the first period. Eric Stahl as the Hurricanes on top 1-0. Gabe Gross takes strike one over the outside corner. Penny's wins this year, one at Los Angeles against the Angels, at home against the Minnesota Twins. Longest outing is 6 innings. He's done it 3 times.
You know, when he commands his fastball, makes his job a lot easier. Fastball away, fastball in, then he can get away with something occasionally. Bad breaking ball here or there, but he's got a little change up too, but more than anything he has to command his fastball. But who doesn't have to command?
To right field, and it's in for a base hit. Gabe Gross with a 1-out single, the 5th Tampa Bay hit of the night.
You know, you make a pitch like this, you know, fastball in, 1-2 count. You know, I say, I'm going to get this fastball in. And he fires this ball in. It's a strike. You know, what are you supposed to do there? Nice piece of hitting. Didn't really hit the ball that hard. I guess you got to throw it farther inside. But he's looking for something hard, and that's probably why he gets to it. Because he doesn't have anything soft on his mind at all.
One out, Gross at first base. Sakanori Iwamura jumps back out of the way and takes ball 1. Iwamura was leading off primarily for the Rays all of last year, and this year has settled into the lineup, lower in the lineup, batting 7th primarily. For strike 1-1.
Had to be tough for this guy to move over to second base. We talked about it a lot last year, going from third to second.
You wouldn't know it.
No, he plays a nice second base, turns it nice. He's the one that Coco Crisp almost killed, if you recall.
Yes.
On a stolen base. He could have. I mean, that's the guy that could have been damaged on that play. He didn't slid real late. Here, Shields is the one that hits Coco, but this is the guy that could have been hurt. But he didn't do anything. And next thing you know, he could have ruined his career.
Well, the transition was amazing. Not the first time that it has been done, though, but maybe only one other time over the past 75 years. Only Akinori Iwamura and Hall of Famer Ryan Sandberg.
Rhino, that's
82 and 83, played 100+ games at third base as a rookie, then moved over and played 100+ games at second base the following year. Only 2 guys have ever done it.
Yeah.
Ryan Sandberg and Akinori Iwamura.
Because I played with Rhino. Rhino was a Golden Glover for about 10 years at second base. What an athlete he was.
Runner goes. Iwamura to second base. Pedroia took a look, but fires to first to get Iwamura. And here's the play you were talking about from last year.
Right, and Iwamura is so he's surprised by the whole thing. Watch, he slides way. Oh my God! I mean, is this on a steal? This was on a steal, if I recall. Because on a steal, normally you just the base runner barely gets there. He slid when almost on top of the bag. And the look on his face, I remember when that happened, he was like, "What are you doing?" Because he had no idea what was going on.
Right.
You know, some other people probably knew, but Iwamura didn't.
And of course led to Joe Madden coming out later on a pitching change and getting an argument with Coco Crisp and really the Red Sox dugout and going back and forth. And then of course
Coco was trying to explain it from the dugout. What you did to me, and that's why I did it to you the next inning or something. But They should have told him even more. Need to know, what are you doing? I would have olayed that. You know.
You think back to it that night, and of course James Shields was on the mound that night. He had Coco Crisp low and then kind of in the back area. I mean, I thought it'd be over. He didn't go after his head. He didn't go up. I mean, that would have been the end of it.
Exactly.
I was very surprised that Coco charged him out.
Oh, totally. And they could have saved a lot of this.
This was the conversation when Joe Madden went out to make the change.
Oh, that's not pretty. See, I'm trying to
explaining. A lot to explain from that far away.
I know. You better. I need to know. You got to send me an email, man, because this is. You know what I'm saying? So we get your point. So we know what.
Maybe he could have avoided the entire fight.
Right.
Oh, to left field. Jason Bay going back. It's going to be over his head and off the base of the wall. Scoring from second is Gross. Bartlett to second, and he's in safely. An RBI double, and the Rays take a 3-0 lead.
Bartlett continuing to have a good year this year, hitting .340 coming in. You see this right here, fastball, middle. He's all over it. This ball's in the gap in a hurry, bounces off the wall. You think he got a shot at second base, throw off the line a little bit right there, or they would have. RBI double by Bartlett. You see Penny humping on something right there, thinking, uh-oh. He knows it's trouble. Doesn't look like he's flying right here, but he gets there.
Shell Hernandez grounds one to third base. Lowell fires across to retire the side. Another run for the Rays. 3.5 done. 3-0 Tampa Bay. We've got you under our wing. Question is, who recorded the first hit in Rays franchise history? The answer for you a little bit later.
When was their first year? 98?
Yes. Jason Bay leads it off and drives one to deep left. Crawford back off the wall. Plays the Cameron. Bay has got a hold with a single. Jason Bay at first base. Red Sox for the first time tonight have the lead runner on as Mike Lowell takes strike one.
It's a good thing he stayed at first base right there. That ball came off the boards. Crawford was all over it. One hopped. Bartlett at second base, he would have been out.
Ooh, very close at first base, but Bay back. Seemed to surprise him.
Little spin move right here, gets him while he's still moving. That's how you get guys. Get a little momentum going to the right, and they can't get back. I've seen guys stumbling trying to get back.
So reach the seats foul.
That changeup again. He loves that changeup. 0-1 changeup, kind of high, but gets him out front. Sometimes the changeup, you can get away with it upstairs like that. It's got to be real good to get away with it. Changeups go a long ways too.
The check and relatively close again as Jason Bay gets back.
4 for 4. You know, he could run a little bit. He does everything, doesn't he?
He
if
does.
You think about it. So he's a good left field. I'm probably talking about him all the time, especially when he's going good like this.
Breaking ball missing, and it's 1-2.
Just an all-round good player. You know, you have to watch him every day. There's a lot of players like that. You have to watch them every day to appreciate how good they are.
To left field. Crawford won't get there. One hops the wall. Bay heads for third base. Lowell trying to get to second. This is going to be close.
That's not good.
And Mike is going to be run down and not give Bay a chance to score. So Bay stays at third as Lowell is thrown out at second base. He realized he wasn't going to make it and pulled up.
Finally caught up with him. You know, it's almost a situation where he thought he was his old Mike Lowell, and I think I could get there. You think about it, because it comes off the boards, deadens the ball. You think he got a shot for two, but he's got a pretty decent arm. He throws it just decent throw. He is out by a mile. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking right here. He's thinking, oh, I don't think so.
That has been the last part of Mike Lowell's game really to return, and you could imagine after the major hip surgery, everything else has been fine. But
you got to know your limitations. Right. I think he just thought that he can get that. I mean, you know, you think about it, it didn't come off the boards real hard. He would never even attempt it. Just made a mistake.
J.D. Drew standing in.
That hurts, though, if you think about it.
Foul tip to ball and a strike.
That's where he wants his changeup, right down there. It's a 1-0 pitch. You think you're going to get a fastball. He shows you that three-finger turn me over changeup about 10 miles an hour off his fastball.
Breaking ball this time away, and it's 2-1. Drew struck out in the second. Lines it to first. Pena catches it in the air for the second out of the inning. And Bay, third base now, 2 down.
Drew stayed back just enough on this changeup to hit a line drive, but right at Pena right there. You see, he gets out front a little bit, but just flips his hands at it. When you're going bad, it's an out.
Lugo limbering up in the dugout.
The difference in this inning is this could be a big inning right now. You know, it
would have been first and third with nobody out.
And that ball hit solid right there. When you're going good like last night in that inning, you couldn't do anything wrong. Next thing you know, you got 2 outs and hit the ball solid 3 times.
Going away, and it's a ball and a strike to Jeff Bailey, who tripled in the second inning. Starting to get his timing back, and in fairness to him, you play once every 3 or 4 days, very tough, but now making a couple starts in a row with Kevin Youkilis up. Elevates at 93 and misses. 2-1. They hit third with 2 down in the inning. Red Sox have not been able to score. They've left a base runner in every inning so far, and have had a base runner in every inning as they have Bay now at third base.
See if he throws him a fastball here. 2-1. Doubt it. Change up.
Fouled off over by the Rays dugout. Get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at 50% off. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports.
Paint.
Strike 3 call. On the outside corner, 4th K for Shields. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Ticket.com. Shields getting out of another tough spot as set some tough numbers at Fenway Park, but pitching very well here tonight.
Could have been a different inning last inning for the little luck on the Red Sox part. You know, been thrown out at second base on one of the hits and then line drive by Drew. Nice pitches he made to Bailey to punch him out.
And the Rays on top 3-0 as they come to bat in the 5th inning. The top of the Tampa Bay order. It's B.J. Upton, Carl Crawford, Evan Longoria face Brad Penny, who's about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. And it's on the ground to Lugo at short. 1 down. Time now for the answer to our Aflac trivia question. The question was, who recorded the first hit in Rays franchise history back in 1998 on March 31st against the Detroit Tigers? Dave Martinez, who is currently the Rays bench coach. The first hit in Rays franchise history. First Rays player ever to steal 2 bases in a game. Also the first to record an inside the park home run. So he's got a lot of firsts for the Rays.
I played with him a couple years in the Cubs back a zillion years ago. Nice swing he had.
We were talking about uniforms earlier. I didn't particularly like the Tampa Bay Devil Rays uniforms when they first broke in.
No, I was thinking about the Cubs. I thought you were going to say, how about the Cubs? They were like wearing pajamas when I got there. But the Rays were bad.
This one jacked out towards right center field for Carl Crawford towards the triangle. One hops up into the seats. It's a ground rule double, and that's fortunate because he easily would have been on third base with his speed. So a 1-out double and the 3rd hit of the night for Carl Crawford.
Oh, take him out. I'll tell you, he gets a double on this ball, absolutely crushes this ball, gets a double, should have been 3 at least. And you know, it's time before he gets a curveball right here, and I mean happy zone. He couldn't get this ball elevated enough or pulled enough to hit the ball out of the ballpark, but it was scalded. Goes into the seats for a double. Last time up he hit that little quail down the left field line that he got 3 from.
Evan Longoria taking ball one. Walked in the first inning, hit a sacrifice fly in the third, picked up his 39th RBI of the season.
How many games he played? 39 RBIs.
It's unbelievable. This is the 31st game of the year for the Rays.
180 pace.
A lot of people think he could do what Dustin Pedroia did. Pedroia, the Rookie of the Year, then follows it up the next year with the league MVP. Well, last year, Evan Longoria, the Rookie of the Year, very well could be MVP this year.
Didn't Cal Ripken do that? 82 Rookie of the Year, 83 MVP. Is that in that way? I'm not sure. But anyway, if anybody's going to do it, this guy. And somebody look that up. I should know these things.
That's why we have a truck full of statisticians.
Because Ripken was a rookie in 1982, and he was Rookie of the Year. And then in '83, they won the whole thing in Baltimore. Remember? They beat Philly in '83. And after, I think he was MVP that year. And that's hard to do.
Popped up, shallow right. Drew was deep. Now coming in. So's Ellsbury, and it's Ellsbury who gets there first. 2 down in the inning. We were talking uniforms earlier.
Look at that.
Wow, those are some tight pants.
Look at that moss.
Wow.
Look at that. That's some bad moss right there.
I want to talk about how tight those pants are. You really
look at the socks. That's tired. That's a nice little slider, though. Look at this. That's a bad uni. 78. They had bad unis that said the backdoor slider. See ya. See ya. Look at Chicago. I'm a tuner right there.
Those are the PJs.
Look at that slider. About? Yeah, I don't like them at all. They have the belt. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that moss. You got to get a haircut, brother. Look at that. That I had going on right there.
That's shoulder length.
Look at this. This is when I was a fossil.
Yeah.
About 42, 43 right there.
Fossil. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed that.
So did I.
That was good. Pedroia in short right. Throws out Carlos Pena.
Nice inning.
4.5 done from Fenway. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Those were really tight games.
Bath Center Showrooms. Product knowledge and friendly guidance make both sides of a web a home run. Yes.
Into the bottom of the 5th inning. Get well, Jerry Remy. Jason Varitek coming up to lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 Tampa Bay on top. Varitek, Lugo, and Ellsbury. Varitek grounded out first base in the 2nd inning. In the 2nd period, Hurricanes still on top 1-0. Varitek showing bunt, pulling it back out of the way.
Has he ever laid down a bunt? I think he has.
I think he has.
Yeah, maybe one.
It's outside 2-0. What was up with the moss when you were in St. Louis when you were a Fossil? Did you just decide I'm going to go with really long hair there?
Yeah, you know something? You just can't stop. I mean, people don't understand. It's like I got it my whole career.
Popped up, down from third comes Longoria. And he makes the catch for the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
You know, I got, hey, it's 1980s, let's go. And hey, it's 1990s. It's like, I know. What do you want me to do? I got bad ears. I'm trying to hide my ears. I don't know.
Well, you got it under control now. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Way to act your age, right?
I guess.
That's hard to do.
Julio Lugo chops it shortstop way. Jason Bartlett on the back end. And those two down in the fifth.
They're making it easy on Shields right now. He had a tough inning last inning, got away with it. Now they're going to give him an easy inning right here.
Swinging early in counts against Shields. He's retired 4 batters in a row. It's back up top for Jacoby Ellsbury. He's grounded out and singled. Mark Savard has tied it for the Bruins, tied up 1-1 now in the second period.
You get those playoffs, they get mad at each other, huh?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you play each other. You know, it's one thing playing once in a while. You play 7 games in a row. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Are you a hockey fan?
I act like I know what I'm talking about.
That's pretty good, I thought.
I mean, I like hockey. I like the playoffs is what I like.
Best part of the year.
Of course.
But at the end, they shake hands no matter what happens.
Right. I don't see that in baseball, huh?
No.
Because if you win the thing, everybody's piled on each other, and then with the other team going to come out and shake your hands while you guys, yeah. Well, shake Papelbon's hand while he's doing his dance, right? Nice series.
Broken bat grounder. Shields able to snare it. Toss to first. Concludes the fifth. We played 5 from Fenway Park. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Stadium. A look at Jerry Remy, the best of April and more. Join Heidi for the Ultimate Red Sox Show this Sunday at noon. 3-0 Tampa Bay on top of Boston. As we head to the top half of the 6th inning, Pat Burrell, Gabe Gross, and Akinori Iwamura.
Penny's got to hold him right here and get 12 in the bottom of the 6th. He'll be styling. Just like last night with Wakefield. Wakefield left thinking he's going to lose that ball game.
On the last outing against the Tampa Bay Rays, for Penny. Gave up 3 runs in 6 innings. This time a fly ball to right field, sending J.D. Drew back. Plenty of room as he makes the catch for out number 1. It's time for a game break in Tom Caron. TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here at Fenway Park, it is 3-0. Tampa Bay on top of Boston with 1 out in the top half of the 6th inning. Gabe Gross, the batter. To third base, Lowell plays it off to the side and throws out Gross. 2 down.
Two pitches, 2 outs. Nice little inning. Makes him have a chance to go a little farther in this game. Stay out of the bullpen, maybe.
78 pitches for Penny. The 3 runs allowed. He gave up a run in the first, run in the third, run in the fourth.
A cheap run he gave up in the 3rd inning.
Akinori Iwamura is 0 for 2 as he takes ball 1. Brad Penny was the Rays, or the Dodgers, I should say, opening day starter last year. He was 6-9 by year's end with a 6.27 earned run average.
Started the All-Star game, what, 2007?
Yes.
Or 6? Because he made it 2 years in a row. I think he made it 6 and 7. I don't know which year he started the game. Paint.
And there for strike, and it's 1-2.
That says everything. You start an All-Star game, it means you're the best pitcher at the break, supposedly, or the right guy on the right day to throw.
Swing and a miss. Iwamura strikes out. Second K for Penny. A 1-2-3 6th. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Innings or Sox earn a save. CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox try again to get something going here against James Shields. They have collected 5 hits on the night. The 5th inning was the first inning in which they didn't have a base hit or a base runner for that matter. Red Sox leaving 4 on. Pitch inside. Breaking ball at that. Crowd boos, but curveball that time, and it's 1-1.
Oh, this guy's a good control pitcher. You look at his numbers over the course of the short career he's had, a couple, 2-3 years, and you know, no more than 2 walks every 9 innings, which is dynamite. So you can't go up there thinking you're going to take him deep into the count. He'll throw strikes, especially with a 3-0 lead.
All right, you've been firing a lot of questions at me tonight. I'm going to answer some right now.
Okay.
Brad Penny started the 2006 Midsummer Classic. So
2006.
2006 was the year he started.
Okay.
The other question was Cal Ripken.
Yes.
And he was the Rookie of the Year in '82 and the MVP in '83.
So this will be the 3rd time that happens in the American League.
If it happens. Yeah.
Right. So it's just it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Back-to-back years. And what's harder to do is MVP Rookie of the Year same year, which Freddie Lynn did, and then Ichiro did it. Right, in Seattle,
correct,
when he first got 2001. That's hard to do, but meanwhile he had 10 years.
But then you have the question, the argument is he really a rookie?
Right, exactly. And he's not, but still, that's a great year, huh? That's the year they won 100-something games, 116 games with it.
Yes,
2001.
Pedroia down on the count, 1-2.
Where do you go from there? I mean,
it's pretty
the
tough.
World Championship too, almost back-to-back World Championships. It's ridiculous. I mean, you're peaking after 2 years. You can't do anything else. You got the Golden Glove. What else? Oh, batting title he hasn't gotten.
No.
There you go. What's he hitting this year? He'll hit 325. He just
off Shields to Iwamura. This time it may help him out. No, kind of a double pump. If Iwamura throws it initially, he's got Pedroia, but he double pumped.
It's the second hit Pedroia's had off of Shields' glove. This one looked like it was going to turn into an out. But he double pumped him. But you see right here, a little breaking ball down and away. Off Shields' glove again. Right to Iwamura. He looked like he had bad luck, but he can't let it go. Maybe he couldn't get a hold onto it. Meanwhile, it's base hit. You're going to lead the league in hitting if you do that.
Second infield hit for Pedroia of the night. Lead runner on. As Ortiz takes ball 1. David is flied out to center field and struck out looking.
He doesn't know what to look for.
Two and 0.
Back-to-back changeups.
Shields with 4 strikeouts has not walked anybody.
Curveball. Everything. Slider. A little cutter. A cutter inside.
Ortiz fouls it off.
Good pitch. Ortiz just wanted to. He was swinging. Ready, gets that swing right there. He thought he was going to get himself a fastball, and he thought it was a fastball, but it was a cutter, and it just ate him up. Good pitch.
Three and 1.
Sloppy changeup.
It's not been as sharp this inning for him. Missed 3 times with it to David Ortiz as Jason Bay waits on deck.
Get a little jumpy with that changeup. Start too early. Kind of jump at the hitter. Ball's going to be high and away. His best one is down in the dirt, but they have to swing at it. Gas right by you. That's not exactly major gas either, but in a good spot.
It's moderate gas.
Moderate cheese. Right by you. They pulled off. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not. He doesn't even look good on a mediocre piece of cheese.
I guess you can understand it with all the stuff he's throwing at you.
Yeah, I guess so. You're thinking about all that stuff. Change up.
Ortiz fouls it off.
Threw a cutter on the outside corner.
He's kept the Red Sox guessing most of the night. As he works here into the 6th inning, he's kept the Red Sox off the board. 7 pitches.
He won't swing at his changeup. He's going to throw him, try to dot the outside corner with a fastball. Watch this. Missed.
Ball 4, and the first 2 have reached. First walk given up by Shields. Now he's going to face Jason Bay.
Pretty good at bat by Big Poppy to lay off.
They fly to right in the first, singled in the fourth.
He's looking breaking ball last time up and got it. Hit a ball off the wall.
Swing and a miss at the breaking ball.
I'm going to get some breaking balls.
The right guy up there with runners in scoring position.
It's not the 7th inning yet, though.
That's where he does most of his damage.
Yes.
Down 0-2.
That might have been it. A little sloppy. Didn't really bite that breaking ball. Fouled it off. Sometimes you get your pitch, you foul it off. That might be it.
Bay to deep left. When it comes down, it's a tie game.
You got to be kidding me.
9th home run of the year for Bay. It's 3 aside.
He does not miss a fastball. Does not. Throws him a breaking ball. Good one. Swings and misses. Next one not so good. Fouls it back. That was his pitch to hit. Meanwhile, trying to throw a fastball away. Throws him. Oh my God, he's got to be mad at himself. How could... You should give up a 3-run home run when you throw a ball like that. 3-run lead. Try to throw pain away. Leaves it out over. He crushes that ball. This guy is hot. He's getting cookies too, and he knows what to do with them. How could you throw him a fastball? If you throw him a fastball, you got to waste it. You just got to totally waste it. He threw him a ball that just ran back over the middle of the plate. Try to throw it too hard. Well, when you're hot, boy, you'd get pitches to hit, but the thing about it, you can't miss them. His eyes were lit up. He's like, my goodness, 0-2 fastball bridge.
Well, Lowell trying to hold up on a 2-0 pitch went around, according to Bill Welke.
Oh, we've been watching. This is like a rerun every night. Last night he goes over the bullpen, right center field. Tonight just crushes one off that Sports Authority sign.
Well, Jason Bay so comfortable now in his surroundings after the whirlwind that was last year, the trade, and knowing what to expect this year. And off to a fantastic start. Lowell to left, down the line, and off the wall. Mike's going to try for 2 again, and will dive in head first.
Good throw. He's out. A little redeemer there. He said, I'm going to second anyway. I'm going to make it this time. So break a ball. Good piece of hit here. He kind of lunged at it a little bit. Flipped that ball down the line. Kind of bites off the wall a little bit. If this throw is in the vicinity at all, he is out. Yep. Once again, a bit of an instant replay of the last time. Thank God he didn't hurt himself on this with a dive. But boy, did they get to Shields. He got a little carried away this inning. Started with a glove off of his, a line drive off his glove by Pedroia that turned into a base hit. Walked Ortiz on a couple close pitches. And then throws a 0-2 cookie.
Mike Lowell in scoring position now with nobody out. A chance for the Red Sox to pull ahead now. Grant Balfour first up in the Rays pen. 5 shutout innings from Shields. Red Sox making it happen fast here in the 6th inning. Red Sox scored 12 runs in the 6th inning last night. Now Drew to deep right field. Gabe Gross heading back at the wall. It's gone. 2-run home run for J.D. Drew. 5-3. Red Sox lead it.
Boy, did this game get away from Shields, I'll tell you. High changeup. Cost him another bomb. And I think JD saw enough of these changeups, and he finally threw him one that he was sitting all over this thing, and this ball is belt high, fence high. See ya. He crushes this ball. And I tell you what, Shields just absolutely fell apart here, throwing the home run by Bay, and then you see that high changeup right there. But the fact of the matter is, you have to know what to do with it. You can look for it, but you got to hit it out.
He's had so many problems here at Fenway Park, and they continue after 5 shutout innings. And what is it about the 6th inning the last 2 nights? Red Sox scoring 12 times in the 6th last night. They got 5 without an out here in the 6th inning tonight.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it?
Incredible.
Look at this 0-2 pitch. He's trying to throw it away, and I mean, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And look at this changeup. His changeup is like, oh, room service. A little high, almost too high, but I swear JD's looking for it. He saw enough of him last time.
Willie strikes out. Hernandez got to throw him out, and does for the first out of the inning. Shields trying to grab his bearings now. This has all happened very quickly. Red Sox have action in their pen. Hideki Okajima is warming up.
Just hang around to the 6th inning, you get a W.
Brad Penny, 82 pitches for the first 6 innings. Now Jason Varitek, the base is empty and 1 out. Varitek grounded out in the 2nd, hopped out in the 5th.
He kind of lost his touch for his changeup that inning. You think about it, if he'd thrown a good one to Big Poppy. Remember, he missed badly a couple times with Ortiz.
Well, Varitek the other way and through.
Everybody knows he's got that off-speed pitch, you know, so it's on their mind, especially 3rd time around, which this is. He's beside himself out there, and he should be, because you can't get away with throwing balls right down the middle. These are the kind of games that stick with you for a long time. You're winning 3-0, and it just gets away from you so fast.
2 home runs in the inning. A 3-run home run for Jason Bay. 2-run shot for J.D. Drew. Now Varitek with a base hit stands at first with 1 out. Lugo, the 8th member of the Red Sox, to bat in the 6th inning.
The Red Sox will make you pay. They will make you pay.
The 6th inning has worked out great the last 2 nights for Terry Francona's squad.
I mean, this game looked like Shields may just go out there and throw a shutout, because he got out of a little trouble there that one inning. I said that's the inning they should have got him. So that changeup again.
It's away briefly from Hernandez. No advance at first for Varitek, and it's 1-2. With your Shields, who's had so many problems here, all of a sudden when stuff starts going badly, you can imagine it's like, here we go again.
Yeah, maybe he gets a little excited. You know, it's hard to have a good changeup when you're a little too amped, but it wasn't so much a changeup. That fastball, he tried to jump on a fastball and it left it out over.
Grounded foul. Will do it again with a count of 1-2. James Shields in 4 starts coming into tonight at Fenway Park, 0-4 with a 9.56 ERA, 17 earned runs in 16 innings pitched. They had 5 shutout innings until the 6th. Lugo down the line and right towards the pole, but foul.
You know, Shields, he's going to go out. He's going to give his share of home runs up. He's a control pitcher. You can give up all the home runs you want. You just can't give up 3-run Johnsons. And, you know, usually there's a lot of L's after a 3-run home run. In the course of my career, the games I gave up 3-run home runs, I lost. And more than a majority of them, probably 75% of them.
2-2.
I mean, I'll tell you, when you throw changeups, that's one of your best pitches, and you haven't got it, and they're taking it, and you shove it in the ground. It's ugly, isn't it? It's just kind of ugly to watch. But that's a real good pitch for him. When he's on, man, he makes you look funny.
Lugo strikes out. 6 strikeouts for Shields now, and there's 2 down in the inning.
See, instead of a changeup, he throws a curveball right here, gets him way out front, made him look kind of silly, but he just can't get over some of the fastballs we've been seeing Bay get to hit. You know, and then you see Java take offense to him hitting a fastball off him for a home run in the first inning a couple nights ago in New York.
Bay has not missed many.
He does not. Why are they throwing him fastballs? I mean, I wouldn't throw a fastball that he can get to. I mean, I might try to paint him. And that's what Shields was trying to do. He wasn't trying to throw a ball down the middle. He's trying to throw the ball 0-2 outside paint. Meanwhile, he's got to live with it.
And Shields, whose career high is 114. 103 right now with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Ellsbury with Veritek at first. Fouls it off.
You give this game over to the Red Sox bullpen, and if they do what they're supposed to do, this game's over. Easier said than done.
Hit Okajima up and still do. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
He's going to snap when he gets in the dugout.
You can feel that coming off.
Yeah, if he can get in the dugout, because he better be careful here. It's going to hurt him too.
Ellsbury strikes out. They're going to check and see if he did, and he is out. As Hernandez said, the catcher caught it, and that is 7 strikeouts for Shields. 2 home runs in the inning for the Red Sox. Bay's 3-run shot. J.D. Drew's 2-run home run. It's 5-3 now, Boston. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Boston Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. As always, we thank Dunkin' Donuts for dropping off refreshments in the booth. And how about that inning for the Red Sox offense? Jason Bay with a 3-run shot. J.D. Drew with a 2-run home run. And just like that, it's 5-3. Red Sox on top. 20-minute wait for Penny. A fly ball off the bat of Bartlett to shallow left, has Jason Bay there for out number 1.
They sent Penny back out there, which is kind of a little surprise, but not that many pitches. Had an easy inning last inning, and then he starts it off with a little pop-up first pitch, which is a beautiful thing.
Get the feeling they sent him out there with a real short leash.
Absolutely.
As Okajima had more warming up while the Red Sox were hitting in the 6th. As mentioned, a 20-minute wait for Penny. And he's now retired 6 batters in a row. Here is Michel Hernandez. Strike 1.
That's the thing with Okajima, is it doesn't matter if it's right-handed, left-handed for the most part, which makes him valuable out there. It's not like he's just a left-handed specialist.
Well, Okajima was at his best. The 8th inning was his. Didn't matter, left-handed, right-handed.
Multiple innings.
Yep. And he's been doing that this year. Multiple innings. In the dirt, and it's 2-1 to Hernandez.
You see too many changeups from Penny, but there's one right there. In fact, he struck out Iwamura on a changeup to end the 6th inning. So he's got one.
Through the right side into right field, a base hit. Michel Hernandez with a 1-out single.
They got to go get him, don't they?
And Okajima ready to go. Stay with us immediately following the game tonight for WB Mason's Extra Innings. You'll see Terry Francona's live post-game press conference after Game 1 of this series. It's all part of our complete coverage of the Sox clubhouse, plus everything you need to know about Game 4 of the Bruins Hurricane Series going on tonight in Raleigh. It's all coming up right after the game with TC, Jim, and Heidi.
Looking for one more out is what he's looking for. Scares me here is Upton hasn't done anything this year. He's been cold as can be.
He's due.
He's so due. You hate to see him get, face one more hitter and cost you. But this guy's dangerous now.
Upton 0 for 3 tonight. He's grounded out 3 times. It really has been a very quiet start to the season. Began the year on the DL. And when the Rays were here for opening day, he was not active yet.
Got to be careful right here. 2-0.
A.J. Upton missed last night's game in New York with a stomach virus. Back in there tonight. And ahead 2-0. Ball 3. It's 90 pitches now for Penny.
Sorry, I'm surprised he's out there. I really am. I mean, we both thought he was gone, and then you have to wait 20 minutes. I mean, I'll tell you what, in his mind, he probably thought, I've been there before. I'm thinking, I don't have to go back out there. And to get it geared up again, I'm telling you.
There's ball 4. 1 out, 2 on, and now Terry Francona will come get him.
A little late. Definitely.
The pitching change from Fenway Park as Penny gets him into the 7th inning. 5-3 Boston. Dunkin' Donuts musical montage. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Hideki Okajima in for Boston. He has holds in each of the last 2 outings. Tied for 4th in the American League in that category. 15th appearance of the year. 3.95 ERA. Crawford batting with runners at first and second as he takes ball 1.
Okajima's been hot lately for a while because those runs he gave up were early this season. Early in his first couple of appearances. But he's brought his ERA way down. But
last pitched in New York. 2 shutout innings. Didn't give up any hits in those 2 innings. Deals with Hernandez at second. Upton at first. 1 out. Inherits those base runners. It's a 1-0. Strike 1 to Crawford. Ramon Ramirez starts to warm up in the Red Sox pen. He's 1 for 7 in his career against Okajima. Twisting out of the way. 2-1.
You got to think Okajima's out there to face all the way to Pena, which is the next 3 hitters. Hopefully he gets the next 2 outs. But and then you think that Ramirez would face
Pat Burrell. High fly ball to right center field. Ellsbury tracking it. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So the first time tonight that Crawford has been retired. A single, a triple, and a double. Home run shy of the cycle tonight, but he's out this time. There's 2 outs in the 7th inning, and Evan Longoria ready to bat. He walked in the first inning, hit a sacrifice fly in the 3rd to pick up his 39th RBI of the season. Flied out to center in the 5th.
This is a scary matchup right here. This is the ball game right here.
Strike over the outside corner.
Okajima's got good command of that fastball when he wants to. He'll throw a strike and then he'll go all over the place. Try to get in your head a little bit. Not afraid to go 3-2. See what he does here.
Over the corner again. 0-2.
My goodness. Same pitch twice in a row. Outside corner, knee-high paint.
Wow.
Ball running away. Almost identical pitches. If you're Longoria, you're thinking about, he knows he's got that okie-dokie little split finger, Johnson. It's on the back of his mind. I can't imagine him slipping a piece of cheese by him again.
Runs it inside, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you got to waste here.
Brett Balfour in the Rays pen. You were right about Shields in between innings too.
Snap.
He was not pleased at all in the dugout, as you might imagine.
Oh yeah, it's a no-brainer there.
Two on, 2 down, a 1-2. Got him. Longoria strikes out. 7th inning stretch, 5-3 Boston. Time for a Sports Desk update with Cole Wright.
It's that
Shields, Red Sox Game Day Live. Jim will preview the final West Coast trip of the season. 3 games each against the Angels and Mariners. Plus a conversation with Torrey Hunter and a look back at some of the biggest Sox moments against the Angels. It's all coming up Tuesday night at 9 on NESN. Bottom of the 7th inning, 5-3 Boston. The new Rays pitcher is Grant Balfour as he comes on for James Shields. 14th appearance, higher in run average for him, but he's been very good lately. He's got his first win Wednesday night at the new Yankee Stadium. Retired the only batter he faced, which was Jose Molina. He's allowed only 3 hits in his last 7 appearances. Batters are 3 for 18 against him.
This guy came up big for them last year. Not so much out of nowhere. He, here and there, everybody knew he had gas, but he couldn't control it. Last year he comes to Tampa and throws 58 innings for these guys last year. Punches out 82. Gives up 28 hits. I mean, that was huge. And he was big in the playoffs. Big Papi took him deep that one Game 5 here to extend the series. But this guy did a great job for them last year.
30-year-old. Yes. Misses to Pedroia.
And this is the guy that, for me, I question, because it's, once again, bullpen guy.
Can he do it again?
Can he do it again?
Yeah.
Year to year? Because this guy has got straight gas, hasn't got a whole lot to go with it.
Pitch for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Talks to himself all the time.
Did you talk to yourself much?
No.
No.
No. Come on, Denny. Come on, Dennis. Oh, come on, man.
You're the man. You're the man.
Base hit, right field.
Going to right. Base hit, 3rd hit of the night for Dustin Pedroia.
3 hits, 2 off the pitcher's glove. High fastball. That's Pedroia. I mean, he'd dunk the ball. That's nothing for him. He'd take that all day. That's how you lead the league in hitting the ball the other way. I don't think he's going to hit 17 jacks this year. Want to bet? How many hit last year? 17? Was it that many?
Who are we talking about?
Pedroia.
Pedroia.
But what's your guess? If I told you he hit 17 last year, you think he's going to hit 17?
I'd say you're about right.
Because he's only got 1 this year. And when he hit 17 last year, I said, man, I don't know if he can keep doing that.
Ortiz needs one. The last one he had was against Grant Balfour in the postseason.
That's right.
So now maybe this will get him going.
This is it. He's not throwing that 97 either. He's a little down a little bit.
You're not afraid to fire out questions, are you?
No, I know. I'm full of. I need a stat man here just to stay in shape. I'm serious.
You're keeping me busy in the guide, though.
No, I can't help it.
Pedroia, 17 home runs.
Thank you.
You're right.
I'm just
You're
betting.
Right on
you think he'll hit 17 this year? I don't know. You think? I mean, that's a lot for him.
1, I'd say yes.
Okay, I say no. But that doesn't mean he's not going to have a good year.
Outside ball 2.
Not a whole lot to look for here, except gas. Papi might take him left central, maybe. That's what I'm guessing. Fastball in, fastball away. Fastball away. He didn't know where he's throwing it.
3-1. Jason Bay waiting on deck. Red Sox have the lead runner on here in the 7th inning, on top by 2.
This is a pitch to hit right here.
Fouls it off, full count.
Papi looking fastball, for sure going to get it. Ball's outer half the plate, but still up a little bit. When he's going good, he might drive that ball out of here left central. Fastball in, freezing. Chink
to center. Upton coming in to make the catch for the first out. Pedroia darting his way back to the bag. 1 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. 1 out in the 7th. Pedroia at first base and Jason Bay the batter.
He can't be happy at all. 3-1 pitch. Looking fastball. Kind of got in on him. That fly ball, he hit the center. Kind of like it crunched him a little bit. How about this matchup? This guy, fastball hitter. This guy really doesn't have a breaking ball for the most part. He might break it out, find one right now. If he's got a breaking ball, throw it.
They back it out. Balfour off the backside.
There's a breaking ball.
Strike over the outside corner.
He's got one.
Sixth major league season for Grant Balfour. Led major league relievers last year in strikeouts per 9 innings, averaging over 12. 0-2, and back in the 6th inning with 2 on and nobody out. Jason Bay made James Shields pay. 3-run home run, his 9th home run of the year, and that tied the score 3-3.
I think pitchers don't know when a ball's a home run. I mean,
he knew right away.
You don't even just go get another ball, but he snapped. Snapped on the mound. He thought that was the end of it. He's getting up another home run. There's a breaking ball right here. No gas. Yeah, that's the kind of gas he's got.
Out Bay for the 2nd out of the inning. 94 on the fastball, and there's 2 down.
Well, this ball got up there, didn't it? Oh.
Not many have found their way by Jason Bay, but this one does.
It's a good time to strike out. Doesn't matter.
So 2 down, Pedroia at first base. Here's Mike Lowell. Has 2 hits tonight, single and a double. Ball 1. We're talking about the reaction for James Shields, and knew it right away that it was gone. Barely. You heard the crack of the bat and he knew.
I used to say, you know, if you're going to take me deep, go way out of here. I don't want to have to look at it for, and you know, it goes back. It's at the fence and he jumps. No, just hit it out of here. But oh, that hurts. I gave up enough of them to know, believe me.
Easier if it's on the Mass Pike, huh?
I'm telling you. But I'd rather have a solo Johnson get out of here than that. That's a backbreaker. 3-0. Boom, tie. Ouch.
On the corner for strike, 2-1.
Bay's going to lead the league in 3-run home runs, isn't he? It seems like lately.
Seems like everything has been a 3-run home run. You're right.
God.
Two-1. 3-1. We're talking about the success that Balfour had last year. He wasn't called up until May 30th of last season. But after his call-up on May 30th from AAA, led the Rays bullpen in appearances, innings pitched, wins, strikeouts from that point on the rest of the year. Lowell's got his 3rd hit of the night. Upton over to play it. Pedroia headed to 3rd.
You know, 3-1 pitch, most of the time, you know, big league hitters know, especially a guy that throws fastball. I don't care how hard you throw, especially low. He's a good fastball hitter. Fastball middle. It's right down his alley. Hits the ball in the left center.
So Balfour in a jam here. 1st and 3rd, 2 down. Jim Hickey, the pitching coach.
Just like a guy like Balfour that doesn't come through for him like they did last year, that sort of is a kink in their armor if you think about it. You know how important he was last year. You know, they've got Wheeler, they've got JP Howell, who had a great year for them, and you know he's kind of a trickster. You know, curveball, changeup, doesn't really throw real hard, but had a great year for them. Multiple innings last year for them. And then you got Wheeler. You know how Wheeler, he can go out there, a little slider, nothing overpowering, knows how to pitch. You know, had to save some games for them last year. And then Percival, you know, there's no guarantee out there with Percival. There's no way. The first guy's 40 years old. And, you know, he was hurt a lot last year. So, yeah, it's not going to be easy for Tampa, but at the same time, they're not going away. I mean, this guy's had a great career. Saved over 300 ball games. I believe over 300 ball games. I need a stat man again. I should know this stuff.
Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
He's had a great career. So, but you know, when you get older, I mean, you're not expected to be lights out all year.
Here's your numbers.
Yes, 357. He's climbing up on me. Meanwhile, the other guy next to him, J.P. Howell, he could pitch. Good curveball, great changeup. But he's got to do it again this year.
Ball and 2 strikes to J.D. Drew with 2 outs. Runners at first and third.
I mean, I'd rather have Papelbon than Percival. Not taking nothing away from Percival.
Both at opposite ends of their careers.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not putting Percival down at all. Papelbon's a young stud. Throws gas.
1-2. Inside 2-2.
So, I mean, if you're going to take a bullpen, I like our chances. I mean, it's not even close in my mind. And this bullpen of ours, I mean, it remains to be seen, but that's the man right there. I'll take him right now over that guy in New York.
Fouled off to the left, 2-2. Now, if you look back to last year, it might have been the other way around, with the exception of the closer.
Right.
If you looked at the bullpen numbers, but
right.
The Red Sox certainly shored that up during the offseason
really did.
in a big way.
Yeah, you know, they didn't even have to do that, really, and they'd still have a good bullpen. But it's just going to make this guy better because you're going to have some other guys, even like we said over. I'm repeating myself, but to have Saito out there, excuse me. I'll be saying that all year. Saito. But this kid right here, this is a great find. Not necessarily a find because they knew how good he was. You don't give up Coco for nothing. This kid's been dynamite so far this season. We'll find out how he is tonight.
2-2 to J.D. The shortstop, Bartlett, right side of the infield. Shift on. Drew is gone. Red Sox are gone. They strand a pair. The end of 7, and it's 5-3 Boston. Walks last season. 4 of the 9 came against the Orioles. Past former Red Sox Jackie Jensen, who had 8 in 1959. It's Twisted but True. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted.
You are twisted.
I am twisted. We head to the 8th. Yes.
It's not the first time you heard that.
Oh, no. Okajima probably for one batter. as Carlos Pena stands in to begin the 8th. Ramon Ramirez ready to go in the pen. And it's ball 1. Pena has struck out, lined out, grounded out. There's Ramirez ready to go. Pat Burrell on deck.
Like that major uppercut, doesn't he? He can hit some high fly balls.
And 13 big flies so far in the season.
Yeah, he can hit a lot of high fly ball home runs this year.
Jussi Jokinen has scored for the Hurricanes 2-1. Canes were on the power play when they scored and lead it 2-1. So used to seeing you pop up in that whole scenario right there.
Yeah. I like popping up right here.
The 1-2 is outside. I have noticed the last couple of nights that you really seem to enjoy that when the game is over, it's all over.
Yeah, it's really, after all this many years, it is.
Yeah, it's it.
It is. It's like
you're so used to going back and dissecting highlights.
I know it's like a great feeling. I get to go home.
It's gone. You're out.
Yeah,
it's good. Game's over.
TC.
over.
Yeah, I'm saying poor TC.
Yeah.
Poor TC.
2-2 to Carlos Pena. Close pitch, but ball 3, full count.
Got to get this out right here.
We got 2 big outs in the 7th. With 2 on, 1 away. Got Crawford to fly out to center, and then he struck out Evan Longoria to end the 7th. And Okajima's been on a pretty good run. Pena 1 for 4 against him in his career. Fly ball center field. Ellsbury back to the warning track to make the catch. Pena gives it a ride, but he's out number 1. Time for a game break. You were worried about TC. Here's TC. We knew that. We knew that. Always gets the last word.
He's always the last one out, is what he is.
1 out here in the 8th inning, and they're going to keep Okajima in the game to face the right-handed hitting Pat Burrell. There's ball 1. And Ramon Ramirez ready to go in the pen. They don't go to him.
I'll tell you, it helps to have a guy like Okajima out there for Francona, because you can't second guess it. This guy can get out right-handers and left-handers.
Two 2-0.
I mean, when you punch out a guy like Longoria with the game on the line, it says a lot. I mean, to me, that was the ball game.
So I guess Ramirez is out there in case he runs in any kind of trouble. And 1 out here in the 8th. Ball 3, 3-0.
Tell you, as a reliever, I want to get in this game with nobody on. That's why when you try to get another out with a guy and try to get another out with a guy, you're just putting that much more pressure on the pitcher coming in the ball game, because now you can't give up a bomb. I mean, you're trying to stay away from that. For a reliever to come into the game and not make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Now the reliever comes into this game, and if he gives up a home run, this game is tied.
Well, he walks Burrell on 4 pitches. It's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam, and some pretty good defense on a hooking line drive earlier in the game by Gabe Gross. Able to make the catch.
Ball slicing right there. He dives a little late. Manages to get a glove on it.
Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, world's most refreshing beer. Mel Okajima done with Burrell at first base, tying runner be coming to bat here with Ramon Ramirez. Crawford, including this triple back in the third inning, all part of what was a 3-0 advantage for the Tampa Bay Rays. But the Red Sox put a 5-spot on the board in the 6th inning. Jason Bay with 2 on. It's a 3-run home run off James Shields. With 1 on, J.D. Drew would hit this home run to right field and give the Red Sox a 5-3 advantage, a 5-run bottom of the 6th. That's the score here in the top half of the 8th inning with 1 out. And Pat Burrell at first base. The Red Sox use their 3rd pitcher of the night as Ramon Ramirez comes into the game. 15th appearance, 2-0 with a 0.59 earned run average. Gave up his first run of the season on Monday. A solo home run to Mark Teixeira in the 8th inning. They blanked opponents in 15 innings straight. Gabe Gross being hit for by Ben Zobrist, who homered last night in the game against the Yankees and has 5 home runs.
This guy's a little dangerous right here, especially after last night. He went deep last night. Gotta be careful with him.
Takes strike 1.
What a great pitch to start off an outing. 93 on the black paint. Coming right out of the chute with the fastball, perfect. Unhittable pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's that hard changeup that he has. I think it's a little hard split finger. Got good gas, hard breaking ball, and really a hard split finger.
Kojima responsible for Burrell at first base. They don't hold him on. Bailey plays behind him. Ground ball right side. Pedroia to second base for 1. The return throw not going to be in time. He'll take a step or 2 to his left. Burrell out at second base. They get the lead runner, and there's 2 down.
Once again, good pitch right here. Keeps the ball down. And turns that ball over. Just too slow. Can't turn it.
So 2 down and Zobrist at first.
I think he'd have trouble with left-handed hitters. He's not having trouble with anybody this year for the most part. But you could see why he'd be tough on a right-handed hitter.
Zakanori Iwamura, who is 0 for 3. Strike over the outside corner. Iwamura didn't think so.
Big outside corner right there.
Mentioned he's hit safely in 17 straight games against the Red Sox, but does not have a hit tonight. Hitting at .358 against Boston coming into tonight's action. .341 career average at Fenway Park.
late in the ball game as a short reliever, you don't want to give up a bomb, so you always want to, most part you want to keep the ball away. But in Fenway Park, you can be in trouble. He pretty much would do what I would do, stay away from a left-handed hitter, but Moore has hit some balls into the green monster a couple of times here. So he's capable of hitting the ball out of here. You got to, more than anything, keep the ball down and away when in doubt.
To first, Bailey touches the bag and ends the inning. Ramirez does a fine job again. 5-3 Red Sox. It's a Red Sox final. We have a chance to be part of the show. Visit NESN.com now to submit your questions to the NESN.com inbox. TC and Jim will answer your questions, plus a trip around the majors, including Alex Rodriguez's return to the Yankees and a preview of Game 2 of this series tomorrow afternoon. It's all coming up after the game on NESN. Ben Zobrist stays in the game. He pinch hit for Gabe Gross, takes over for him defensively in right field. As we head to the last half of inning number 8, Red Sox getting their pen ready. Jonathan Papelbon. It's a 2-run lead right now as the Red Sox try to add to it. Here in the bottom of the 8th, with the bottom third of the order expected. Jeff Bailey leading it off, then Jason Varitek and Julio Lugo. Strike one from Grant Balfour, who pitched the 7th, back out there to start the 8th.
A decent little breaking ball right there. See him talking to himself. He got in trouble last year talking to himself in the playoffs. Remember Cabrera was up? You did the game.
Yep.
Cabrera took offense to it. Didn't he say do something?
Yes. Orlando Cabrera in the division series in Tampa.
He's screaming at him.
Strike 3 call.
Good pitch.
Jeff Bailey is gone. Second strikeout for Balfour. One down for Jason Varitek. Jason is grounded out to first, popped out to third, single to left field, 1 for 3.
I'd like to have seen them add on last inning. They had a chance to.
Right side, Iwamura to his left. 2 down in the 8th. Yeah, you're right. First and third, 2 down, and they could not tack on another run.
You know, and games get lost later in the game, and you look back at that all the time. They always talk about adding on, add on, one here, one there. If you lose a game late in the game, you said we lost this game right here. No, you lost it earlier in the game when you didn't add on.
Two away for Lugo, batting out of the number 9 spot tonight. 0 for 3, struck out twice and grounded out as he takes strike one. For 32 pitches in an inning and 2/3. Bloop back at first. It'll find its way into right. A 2-out base hit for Julio Lugo. His first hit. Red Sox with their 13th.
It looks like a rope in the box, score box.
And a chance for Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury with a single back in the 3rd inning, a 1 for 4 night from the top spot in the Red Sox order. In the dirt, Hernandez does a nice job to knock it down, aggressively popping up, but no advance for Lugo at first base.
I'll try to steal bag right here if Lugo could, if his legs are feeling normal, right? You'd think. I don't think he's going to try to go here. If anything, he should try to go on that. I'm not taking any chances with him.
Ellsbury down the left field line. A fair ball headed towards the corner. Lugo running for 3rd base, going to be waved around by DeMarlo Hale. The throw not close. Red Sox grab another run and lead it 6-3. Big 2-out RBI for Jacoby Ellsbury.
What a nice piece of hitting right here. He knows he's going to get a fastball. Smartly slices this ball down the left field line. Just waits for the ball to get in on him a little bit more. And just carves this ball hard hit down the left field line. You know it's going to ramble down the corner a little bit. All you need is just a little extra moment down there because you know Lugo could score. Doesn't look himself going around 3rd base because something's not really the same with Lugo, but a big run right there. 3-run lead. He was struggling coming around 3rd base, wasn't he?
A little bit different than Lugo we're used to.
His giddy up is not the same. But that's a nice piece of hitting by Ellsbury because, you know, he knows the guy's got a fastball. He's not trying to pull it and just shoots the ball the other way. I love when he swings the bat like that.
Well, a big run for the Red Sox right there with 2 outs in the 8th inning, unable to grab another run in the 7th, but a big one here in the 8th. Doubled by Ellsbury, picks up the RBI. Now Dustin Pedroia gets a chance with a runner in scoring position. It's been a 3-hit night for Justin Pedroia, 2 infield hits and a single to right. Strike 1 from Grant Balfour.
His hit started that 5-run 6th inning.
There goes Ellsbury for 3rd. Pedroia into center field. Here comes Ellsbury. Red Sox lead it 7-3. Fourth hit of the night, and it drives in a run.
Ellsbury takes off, trying to steal 3rd. Little breaking ball down. He gets a big part of the bat on it. Up the middle, base hit. Ellsbury gone on the pitch. He scores easy. They pick up 2 runs here. Assurance runs here to make the score 7-3.
Well, Grant Balfour had 2 quick outs. He struck out Bailey, got Veritek to ground out. It's the 2nd 4-hit game of the year for Pedroia, as Ortiz fouls it off.
You can almost sit Papelbon down. You got to think about it. You know, this weekend, although tomorrow is a day game, you know, I don't think. The thing is, you hate to waste a guy. And there's no save out there. I know that's not a big deal. He'll probably end up going to this game, but sometimes you think about it.
It's not worked in 4 days.
Yeah, so he'll pitch.
Ortiz to right, and in comes Zobrist to make the catch that ends the inning. But the Red Sox tack on 2 more and lead it 7-3. Dealers. Dunkin' Donuts. Toyota's official website for deals. Buy at Toyota.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Brent Balfour giving up 2 runs in the 9th inning. It has the Red Sox on top 7-3. Yeah, not pleased in between innings. It's after the cooler once and then.
That's not good enough.
Had a little more in him.
That's not good enough. I don't know if I'd do this though.
Water for nobody.
There's nobody around. You got to wait till he's done snapping.
This is a frustrating night really for all the Rays pitching.
I told you he'd do that.
Yep. Shields 5-run 6th inning.
Everybody has to get out of the way. It's like, I hate it because you got to pay attention to the game, because if you're in the dugout, you got to move.
Jonathan Papelbon on in a non-save situation now thanks to the 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. 12th appearance, 1.50 earned run average. 7 for 7 in save opportunities. Pitched a season high inning in 2/3 on Monday for 7th save of the year. Tied for 2nd in the American League in saves, only behind Frank Francisco's got 9 for the Rangers.
Where'd he come from?
Bartlett into left field. Fast start for the Rays in the 9th. 3rd hit for Jason Bartlett.
Bartlett came in hitting .340. Everybody's looking fastball, obviously. Ball's up a little bit. Sometimes you feel like you're not throwing hard enough, but when everybody's looking for it, they can get to it.
3 hits tonight out of the number 8 spot in the Rays order. Here's Michel Hernandez. Here goes Bartlett for 2nd as Hernandez takes strike 1. Offensive indifference allowing Bartlett to take 2nd. To right field, J.D. Drew for the first out of the 9th. Bartlett tags, head for 3rd base. With 1 out, he's at 3rd. B.J. Upton coming up the top of the Rays order with 1 out, and Bartlett 90 feet away, but the Rays down by 4 runs.
This guy's got to get it going for these guys. You know he will. It's just a matter of time.
Strike over the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hurricanes have taken a 3-1 lead in the third. Shot down the third baseline, foul. We had to begin the year. Everybody was talking about kind of a slow start for the Rays out of the gate. They said, well, when B.J. Upton gets back, everything will be different. Makes a big difference in the lineup. He's had a tough start, even though coming back.
Right, and leading off for them, you know.
159 to start the night, 0 for 3 with a walk.
They sent him down the bottom of the lineup for a while until he gets it together. Because he's had some key at bats earlier. That was a key at bat last time up.
Hurricanes on top now, 4-1. Things are happening fast in Raleigh. Strike 3 call. Papelbon's first K, 2 down.
Keep looking for that fastball. 1-2 breaking ball. Not even a great one. Just sort of, you know, up out over the plate a little bit. Having a bad night. He's got to get it together, that guy.
Carl Crawford with a 3-hit night, fouls it off. Papelbon's thrown 7 pitches, all for strikes.
Make it 8 and get out of here.
The 0-1. Ball 1-1. And the Red Sox dropping 5 of their last 6 games against the Rays.
This game hurts the Rays because the way it was lost. I mean, it's 3-0. It's like you think you got your best pitcher on the mound. That's a win.
5-run, 6th inning, 1-1. Outside ball 2.
No greater loss than Game 5, though, huh? 7-0. That could have
put it away.
If they didn't go to the World Series,
nope,
that would have been devastating.
I got to be honest with you. I thought there was no way the Rays were going to win Game 7 after that.
Neither did I.
They proved
I
us
really
wrong.
didn't. Yep, they did. Because Garza just came up big. He just had the game of his life.
Bartlett at third, 2 down. 9th inning, 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. Crawford not buying it.
Big outside corner. Late.
Rays down to their last strike. He struck him out, and the Red Sox win. Back-to-back Ks for Papelbon in the 9th inning. And the Red Sox take Game 1 of this 3-game series 7-3. 489 career wins for Terry Francona, tied for 3rd most in club history as he ties Bill Kerrigan.